Hi, Stephen McHugh here, Stephen's Evolution, and welcome back to another video. A ton of bricks. Today, I want to explore what this phrase feels like to me. When I first heard this phrase, it was a long time ago, back at school, from one teacher to the whole of the class. It would be in relation to potentially not meeting certain standards in your schoolwork. At the time, I didn't think much about emotions and any impact. What I would imagine was it was something very literal. I would actually picture a ton of bricks falling. The image I pictured was very physical to me. Imagine the weight of bricks, even feeling one, is pretty heavy. And the idea of a ton of them all falling. Ton is the key word for me here, which kind of emphasizes the actual scale of it, not just one brick alone. It can refer to something sudden, overwhelming, and rather forceful. That's the first thing that comes to mind for me. Of course, when the phrase is actually used, or when you hear somebody say something like, "It hit me like a ton of bricks," they're not talking about actual bricks. And that's where the confusion lay for me. There were no bricks featured. Someone here may be talking about a realization or a feeling all coming at once. It's like suddenly becomes clear, or a feeling becomes suddenly overwhelming. It's the connection between the physical image of the bricks and the emotional meaning, which is interesting for me here. Going back to a time when a teacher said the phrase to us in relation to schoolwork standards, another thing that stood out for me was the tone in which they said it. Thinking back, it was suggesting that they wouldn't be pleased with you if the standard of your schoolwork wasn't up to a certain standard. This kind of all shows how often language, well, it's one example of how language can often use physical experiences to describe things that aren't physical at all. It can be where a feeling or a thought is described as something being very heavy, forceful, and overwhelming. Taking language literally, when I think about it, can create a very vivid image. And it could be something that's actually more vivid than the intended meaning. It's something I've already noticed with plenty of other idioms already. So, for me, the phrase, the ton of bricks, isn't just about something being intense. It's more about how such intensity is imagined. Question for you. How do you think about this phrase, the ton of bricks? Do you picture something literal, or do you just go straight to the meaning of the phrase? Thanks for watching.